This morning I woke in northern Germany, and everything is different. The light switches, the toilets, the outlets, it's all different. But I'm here for the next month, helping to commission a new cruise ship with a theater inside of it. Of course, that's where I come in. But everything is different and crazy, and I've got this small little room inside this ship. It's gonna be a wild adventure. Cruise ship is a freaking maze. I've never been on one before, so we're gonna go on this journey across the world and see what happens. Because trust no one and the ship is still under construction, I think I'm gonna bring my own toilet paper, just gank it from the hotel. I'm guessing Erdnüs means peanuts. Like, thankfully everyone in Germany speaks English, so I don't have to learn German, but I'm glad there's pictures on things. So yesterday I landed in Amsterdam, jumped in a car and drove to Papenburg from Amsterdam on the Autobahn. I believe the driver hit about 160, which is 100 miles per hour, which is cool. Got passed by a few fast sports cars. It's pretty neat. And then got here to this quaint little town of 40,000, Papenburg, Germany. They do have a McDonald's. They do have a Burger King. But that's about it. So the hotel restaurant is the gantry and the warehouse where they would build the ships. Not for me, but kind of funny. Good old American staples. And some like really weird ones in there too. My hotel is somewhere in here. Because that I see out of the hotel room. It's in a building here that didn't exist or something. For words and fart. For words and fart. Some old buildings mixed with new ones. Oh, we're gonna have to raise the drawbridge. Here comes the duckies. It's German ducks. Look at the size of this building. It's 150 feet tall. This is where they build cruise ships inside. This is where the world's biggest cruise ships get built. Right now they're building this thing inside. You can see the outside of the hull here and a cutaway from where they're working. And
here's the floating one. Now it's all up on.
These are the engines, and that's a bobby. And so this whole concrete floor drops down. You can see the seam there. This thing drops down, and then they fill it with water so that they can float the boats, and then they pull the boat out of the huge building once it's built. And here you can see where they got one almost completely assembled. Now they try to build 3 ships a year here. They do all the paintwork, all the welding, all the installation in this nice controlled environment in here. There's even indoor cranes, bigger than some outdoor cranes. Very cool. I wish I could go up and look down. And then there's the boat. There's our boat. There's the Norwegian Joy, which is destined for Southeast Asia and Asian cruising for Chinese and Australian folks. And I can't tell you how many people fit on the boat, but I can tell you there's almost 3,000 crew members. This is the last land we'll see for days. Alright, this is my first time coming in the ship and looking for my room, and it's a freaking maze. I don't even know where I'm going here. The room is 11647. Oh, no idea. Just goes forever that way and that way. Like, we're on the right floor though. 140. Alright, well, let's try this way. Maybe we'll find it one day. don't know if you can see all the little people down there, but this is like the biggest thing to happen in this town since sliced bread, or like Disneyland was built or something. So like half the town is down there watching the boat take its first leap into the open water. Now we're not moving yet, as you can see here if I look down. We are not moving yet, but there's a couple tugs to kind of help us out. And I'm told the canal that we're leaving out of will have 12 feet to either side of the boat. So here we are in kind of like the middle play area, kind of on the top deck. So I made it up to the 18th floor. On this deck is where all the pools are. Apparently there's go-kart racing, there's laser tag, they got like double loop-de-loop water slides. I don't know that I'll get to do any of it just because the boat's not fully commissioned yet. It's not open. It's just crew on the boat at the moment. But if I come back for a second trip later, it'll be all open. So we'll see. Right now I'm just kind of exploring. Well, it looks like we have moved a little bit because the gangway is gone and we're about 100 feet off the pier there. That's where the entrance used to be, where those three dudes are. And this crane is kind of following us. It's moving along. It feels like the boat is moving a little bit. It's hard to tell. It's moving so slowly. It's so big. Strange. Now you might notice something's missing. There's no smokestacks, and there's no radar towers. And that's because we have to go underneath some power lines on the way to our next place, and we wouldn't clear them otherwise. So we kind of have to go to a different place before they can finish building the boat, which is kind of funny. It's my first morning at sea. We're still on a river. Last night there was land 6 feet off the side of each side of the boat. It's pretty wild, but I couldn't see it, or neither could you, because it was too dark. So I finally went to sleep, and then woke up this morning, had some breakfast, and then I made my way to the rear of the boat, which is actually forward right now because we're driving backwards. And here you can see the tugboat, which is tugging us ever so slowly from the rear up this river out into the sea. And that's that. There isn't much to see right now because there's such a large amount of fog. I don't know what you guys can make out. Hey, the fog lifted and there's people watching all up and down wherever we go. I would take slow motion a video of this, but I couldn't get much slower than we're already going. So this is something I must not be used to. Hey, Bobby.
Hey.
Bobby is my workmate and a good friend. He's my rock. Dankeschön! Look at all those crazy Germans out there. Dankeschön! We made it to Emshaven, which is mostly just a little port in the middle of like farmland. Here, I'll focus here. So it's mostly just grass. And there's a big warehouse. We're at the next spot before we go out to sea trials, where they try to tip the boat over on purpose. No, I'm just kidding. They put it through its paces to make sure it's still going to float under rough seas, which is very important. I'm so happy to be on it when this happens. Anyway, remember I told you they weren't putting the smokestacks on and the radar towers because we had to go under some wires? Well, guess what? There's one of the radar towers that they're putting on via that crane this morning. There it is. It's all happening.